Oh, you know what? I actually can't be bothered waiting. So we're going to go 3 minutes early for a change. And I really need the practice. So, hello everybody. We are back. It is the final round of the Supercross season. It's been a long one. We've been going on for, hang on, how many months is that? For just over 4 months? 4.5 months? Maybe 5? And we are at Salt Lake. And yes, stream is starting now, Lewis. That's when. Oh, I'm going to be riding the banana bike this week again. Rode it last week and it weren't too bad. However, I'm hoping that Mr. Stone Rider doesn't hate me for saying this because it sounds like it's more of a track map fault than his fault. I don't know what's going on this track, but I think that it's the worst one of the season. It doesn't feel like it flows well at all. I feel like the rhythms feel very, very forced. You've got no freedom. It's just a case of tripling everywhere and that's it. I feel bad for the 250s coming out of this because if you have to double this out of the corner rather than triple it, you're not getting over the Supercross triple. It's a bit of a stretch. We've got a lovely wall jump coming out of this corner, like straight out of a corner, so we'll get all kinds of lovely slow physics. But you know what? It doesn't really matter what track we're riding on today because this is more of a parade lap of a race because I'm actually guaranteed second place in the championship. Hurl's wrapped it up last week. He's got enough points now, so I can't win it overall. And I can't remember if it's Dad Shoes or Skills that's in third at the moment, but they're too far behind me to take second place from me. So it's just I say victory lap. I haven't won. I've got second, so it's a sub-victory lap. But yeah, overall, it doesn't mean much. We're here for a good time. These whoops are brutal this week. There's only one, starter whoop, if that makes sense. Every other round we've had two because, this game's really weird when it comes to getting on top of whoops. But this week we've got one, so I have to try and get the bike set up in time. And I'm hoping that the FPS isn't bad on your guys' end because I'm feeling it right now. I'm not sure what it is. The last few rounds of both indoors and outdoors and having a few frame rate issues. Not sure what I want to do in this room section here. I don't know if I want to go step on, off, triple, single, although you can step up and over this roller. Done it once in testing, which again is I feel like a line that shouldn't be possible. I feel like when the track's being built, those sort of things should be tested for, so you shouldn't be able to do things. I know they're not race lines at all, it's just stupid quali lines, but it's just nice if they don't exist. You get some lovely slow speed physics going up the face of the finish line jump as well, and everyone knows how much I dislike over-unders in Supercross. More so for how it affects the timing. Like if you look at the timing up at the top left, it'll just constantly go up. Like you don't know if you're beating your lap time or not in qualifying until you go back under it, just because the game doesn't agree with them. At least it's not on a turn this time. There's been a couple rounds this year where the over-under has been on a turn and the physics just absolutely hate it. So it could be worse. It could always be worse. What is my FPS right now? When you get in 90 to 100, which I know anything over 60 is always a W, but when you're used to having more, it just feels off. Doesn't feel right. I'm not riding this weekend, Luke. I don't know. Not sure where you got that from, but yeah, I'm not. Hello, Reaper. Yeah, I think all bikes look rough in the whoops at the moment. I don't know what it is. This whoop section just feels a bit funky. And I'm not sure yet if I want to go outside there where BP went, or if I want to go inside and try and get a run that way, because the whoops are super, super close coming out of a flat 90 corner. I'm interested to see how that'll work IRL as well. I'm not too shabby. I'm a bit on the tired side. I drove home today, so I had a 4-hour drive, and then I proceeded to have a big old nap for a couple hours. So I've not been awake for long. I think my body's still adjusting to getting up again. So I think probably by the end of qualifying I should be a bit more awake, a bit more lively. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do in here. Definitely don't want to go over and then double because that just feels super slow. If I do step over, I want to triple and then double into the corner. And then not sure what to do here. If it's best to hug this inside because there's not really any need to absolutely send this. It's definitely a weird track to try and work out. And I think the whoops are probably just going to make or break everything today. I mean, that was an alright run. That's probably the best I could ask for in terms of a lap. Seems like the bike actually stayed on top of some of them there rather than getting in between them. Oh, okay. And Banana said no, going into that corner, just random slide out.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Yeah, I saw that, Ranny. It was just posting porn links in the Discord, so that's why we banned you. So if you get it sorted, then you've got like the two-factor authentication stuff, and you've got your account back. We can unban you from it. Happens all the time to people. I would just advise not being a horny boy and clicking on any links that you shouldn't do. Hello, Dante. Nice to have you back again, man. Yeah, time away was fine. Like, I don't think I've ever done less in my life. Like, I just did nothing. Laid in bed watching TV, eating junk food for like 3 days straight. It was lovely. But the only bad thing is, every time I come back, I feel hella whiskey on bikes. Especially when you have some difficult whoop sections that you can't actually get your bike through. It's always difficult as well, I suppose, for me and you repos. You try and plan everything around races, and I know I think probably in both of our cases at the moment is you can't really do anything for more than a couple of days at a time because we've got GPs on Mondays and then aerial Supercross on Fridays, so you kind of got to fit it in between those. So it'd be nice to have a little bit of a break.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
It'd be nice for me to have Fridays free for like the next 2 weeks. One thing that I'm not too sure about on this track and the last few rounds in general, so at the start of the season, which is something that he done in outdoors as well to be fair, which I questioned at the time. Start of the season as well in Supercross, Stone had random rough on the start straight, which literally does nothing other than give your bike some wonky physics all the time when you're trying to brake or trying to turn on flat. And he stopped it for a while and he's randomly brought it back again, and I'm not sure the reasoning behind it. I really don't get it at all. Especially like you saw there, it's random rough on the start straight, and I think on this game where we already have so much grief of people trying to brake and stop into turn 1, adding random bits of rough that you actually can't see because it is so small doesn't make much sense. So I try and go back across here, my bike's like fighting me constantly. I'm just not sure. God. I think this is going to be one of them week, boys, where we just have to deal with what comes. In a weird way, I just need to get through it and hope that it'll all be okay. Because I think there's a combination of things going on here. It's having time off of the game, so I'm rusty, still being half asleep, which makes it worse, and then the track map not being particularly a fun one to ride. So on, off, triple. I feel like I prefer stepping over that. I don't know if it's faster. It probably isn't. But it feels nicer. Don't know how to explain it. That on-off, I don't think you get much of a run for the step off, so it's quite easy to get your back wheel hung up and over it. I do love being 3 seconds off the qualifying time, so Jesus Christ. Run through the whips would be nice. I couldn't expect a good run through the whips, could we? I'll get to the last one. I mean, I don't know. I don't make tracks. I can't comment on it. I'm just really not enjoying this one. And you're kind of forced to triple this, or you can't get over this one. You can jump the whoops, it's just so damn slow. It's not something that I'd want to do in qualifying at all. Fortunately, we don't play the most realistic of games, so things that would make sense IRL, they don't really work in game. But I do need to get a decent lap in, or I'm not going to qualify through. I'm currently 4 seconds off the pace right now. How much fuel we got? We've got 1.4. We can just keep hammering out laps. It's not the end of the world. So I feel like I got lucky last week when I chose the banana because the whoops were super shallow. Not the case this time. They are quite peaky. Oh my god. Oh, I swear the berms have been getting more shallow each week as well. Just feel like there's nothing to turn off of. Get a lot of back end issues. But here, I'm going to try, I don't know, let's go on off again, see what that's like. Go on, off, stretch out that triple. You can jump to this inside roller. Don't really want to risk it. I mean, I'm not on a lap, I'm still second off because I've messed myself up. That's bad actually, I'm like a long way off even without making mistakes. See, like, I don't know, I really don't know what I'm meant to be doing through there. I feel like I get on top of them and then the bike just goes away from underneath me. I feel like qualifying's been going on for ages, but we're only like 6 minutes deep. We've got ages to go left. I'll get a lap in there. Just got to be patient. I feel like usually I'm pretty decent in learning and adjusting to how to get through whoops. But something about this one that's not really agreeing with me. And not to mention the bike doesn't like going around 180 turns without sliding out. Either going into it or out of it. Oh, thank you very much, Reaper. You know what? I didn't actually know I got you into this game. So, I'm glad. Thank you very much, man. Step on, step off, step over, and then I'm just going to jump to the outside. That's actually disgusting that this has been my best lap and I'm still about 2.5 seconds off. Where do I gain 2.5 seconds? Oh, that doesn't fill me with much confidence at all. Would we be binning off the banana bike today? Oh, God. Oh, and Troy as well. The notification hasn't come up yet. I'll see you in chat, though. Thank you, Mr. Trojan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe I should just watch fast people for a lap, see what they're doing. Although I feel like the majority of the time it's probably coming from these bloody whoops that I can't get through. Oh, even with a good run for the whoops, it's not worth 2.5 seconds. Like, that's ridiculous. Downside on that would be nice. I'll try sticking in third rather than shifting up to fourth. That was alright, but look, you can't stay on top of them. Don't carry any momentum through them whatsoever. Just start getting into them and then jumping your way through. And then I feel like a lot of it is just dependent on luck and how you end up through them by the end. I think a lot of the issues is how close the whips are coming out of the corner, so you haven't got much of a chance to like build up any momentum at all. Step over. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get this quad now. What a triple, you know what I mean? I'm still not up. Like, this has been a fine lap. Where do I gain 2.5 seconds? Oh, let me just get ejecto-CO'd over the bars almost on that double. Oh, God, I'm struggling. Really am struggling. Actually gross, like, that is not fun whatsoever. Bike sliding out on me again. Oh yeah, part of me's, I'm genuinely tempted to just go and run a lap on the Yamaha real quick and just see if it's a bike thing or if I'm just absolutely sucking weenus right now. Let's have a look. Oh, Yamaha. This is for experimental purposes only, by the way. Go race. ARL. 450A. Oh, maybe I was looking at the Suzuki through rose-tinted glasses last week. Maybe it was just them whoops that were making the bike feel okay because they were so easy. Which, I mean, last week's whoops I tried on the KTM and I couldn't get through them on the KTM. But there shouldn't be, like, There shouldn't be that much of a difference between bikes, surely. Where's... Oh no, it's the XXX one that I've been using. I feel like... I know that there is ongoing work onto the OEM stuff. They're trying to slowly make all of the bikes better. It's just such a big difference. Like, it feels crazy. Right. I'm kind of hoping in a way that I do ward myself in the whoops a couple of times and I don't just get through it easy straight away. Then it won't feel as bad. Let's have a look. Oh, I mean, it's just pathetic. Like, it's actually pathetic how easy that is compared to the Suzuki. Oh my Christ. I don't know if it... and outside out into that corner. I wonder if this will mess me up in terms of qualifying, because I'm going to have like 2 qualifying results. I mean, we'll see. I can't remember what my lap time was off the top of my head. It was a 52 something, maybe? On, off, triple. I really kind of want to double around this corner now. I feel like you could do it on the Yamaha. Let's see what this is. See if it beats a 52. 52.1. I mean, yeah, I beat it by 0.3, but I'm still 2 seconds off, so it doesn't make me feel as bad. It's not like it's all in the Suzuki. But yeah, look at that. That's night and day difference through the whoops. That's just how planted the Yamaha feels in the corner as well. Oh god, we're OJing. By stepping over this time, see what happens, rather than stepping on. Over, triple, step over that. Oh my god, Jesus. I mean, it was faster until until I messed myself up. Holy crap. Double around the corner is a second faster. Oh god, okay. Yeah, I've not been this far off of the top quality all season, I don't think. This is a long way off compared to normal. Oh my lordy. Right, let's try and just run something a bit better. I just want to be in. I don't want stress. I know that the race really doesn't mean anything because I've literally got... I don't even have to qualify today, but I have second place in the championship. But it's just nice to be stress-free. I mean, that felt probably like the best run I'm going to get through the whoops. Definitely stay lower over that triple there. It's because I hit it on the far left. You have to straighten the bike up rather than scrub it at all. Oh yeah, that's quite a lot faster. We just send this, see what we get. That 151 flat, so 1.7 off this time. It's just it's weird that doubles like lines like that double around the corner exist, you know. They are, well, I was about to say they're qualifying lines, but I got around that actually really easily on the Yamaha. I mean, if everybody ever needs a visual representation of why everybody rides the blue bike in the 450s, you've just seen it in like the last 5 minutes of me going from struggling like hell on the Suzuki, which I done well on last week to be fair, to just hopping on the Yamaha, and it's just easy mode. It makes everything easy. Definitely, yeah, stay lower on this jump here by scrubbing it like that. If you take off too far on the left-hand side of it, you get into like the weird transition between bowl turn and takeoff that ends up sending you higher rather than forwards. On. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, easy to overjump that step on. Oh, by the way, to all 260 odd people of you here, on Sunday, so in literally 2 days' time, I'm going to be doing another one of them marathon streams. So my plan is I need to work out a start time actually, because I need to try and find a time that really like suits everybody. I'm thinking of maybe midday for me, which I think starts at maybe like 6, 7 AM for the people in the US, but it's like it works well for the Europeans. So the stream's going to be 2 hours long by default, and then there's going to be a timer that just gets extended every time any sort of donation comes in, or membership as well. I need to check with Reaper actually, because we use the same link to do it on our individual streams. I need to make sure that it all works with subscriptions and super chats and stuff, rather than just individual PayPal donations. But the plan is, I just go for as long as it's running for. And the good part about me not having to wake up the next morning and go to the old office job is I can just keep going for as long as I deem necessary. I think last time we ended up going for about 10 or so hours in total, and it was just really, really good. So we'll see how long we can go this time. The reason I'm doing it on Sunday is I need to help my dad out with the shed garden. He has to like re-roof it on Saturday, so I'll be a busy man then. Yeah, plan is to do it on Sunday. It'll be a minimum of 2 hours, and then anything after that is just as long as the donations and subscriptions keep rolling in. So we'll see how it goes. I think the last one I done was probably, I think it was like, is it 5 months or so? I think it was around Christmas time, maybe just before Christmas. Oh, I tell you what, it wouldn't be a stream without Mr. Frizzy gifting another membership. Jesus, thank you very much, my man. Hope you're doing all good. Yep, oh god, you have to update that manually. I might do what I done last time then, and then just remove super chat. Just do it through donations in the description, because it does it by itself that way. Just makes life a bit easier, having to keep track of it all. If you had it with the super chat and spend half the time going through trying to work it out at the end of each race that you do and adding it on. I've not got a stream deck, no, not that fancy. All manual. You can't quad the finish line, I'm afraid, HQTZ. There's an invisible barrier there, so if you send it, you'll get halfway through the air and you will just suddenly explode into an invisible wall. That is literally the first thing that I tried doing when I loaded the track. I hit the finish line, jumped it a little bit too far, and I was like, well, that's definitely doable. So went for it the next lap and couldn't do it. Oh, no. Not that time. I feel like I'm a very long way down the qualifying list today. I'm usually about 3rd or so, but I'm 4th in just this server. I'll probably be like, I don't know, 6th, 7th overall. So I feel like I'm just sitting here running laps reading chat now rather than trying to go for a faster lap time. That felt like a decent run. I hit every single whoop, and then for some reason the second to last one, the bike just misses. Really, oh for God's sake, really upsets your balance. I don't, no idea why in this game the bike, so I wasn't braking then by the way, I was just coasting. I was off the throttle going into that corner. No idea why the bike's back ends are so loose under braking, even though I'm not braking. Literally just coast from the landing of that jump and it slides out. How am I second off of my time? These lap times are nuts, people are running. Oh, thank God the end of Supercross is here, boys. I feel like this season's gone on for ages. Definitely not the season I would have liked at all. Everyone has stepped up their game this year. Made life a lot more difficult. Ah, God damn it. Like one little mistake every lap. I took that corner a little bit too wide. This lap isn't even better either. Where on earth do I gain 1.7 seconds? Because this hasn't been a bad lap. Actually disgusting. There you go, I'll send it. There you go, random wall, can't do it. And a land back. Oh, okay. Okay. Not something I can fix or have heard about, I'm afraid, Tubbs. They do have a link to Discord on the shop, so you're better off joining their Discord and asking or making a support ticket through there. Yes, you have to buy the track to qualify. Right. So, how are you going to qualify on a track that you don't own if you haven't bought it? I suppose. Oh, now, question is, do I want to have the next 2 Fridays off, or do I live stream something else instead? That is the question. What do I want to do? I feel like you could probably jump that to the inside there as well, if you don't hit the normal line. Brian never stops. Oh, God. I suppose, even if it's just like public lobbies, it's a lot... I think public lobbies sometimes do give me more of a headache than these races do. At least in these races, I'm just kind of like, to myself, you know, I've got nothing to worry about other than just running laps and trying to ride well. Whereas public lobbies, I've got to do all of the server side stuff with putting tracks up and down, trying to keep everyone well behaved, kicking anybody that are being not so pleasant people. No Linda launch tutorials, I'm afraid, because they're the only thing that kind of give me semi-decent starts online still. I still can't believe we had that little period of time, spend an hour in testing trying to work out the best way of getting out the gate, and do it for 1 round and they ban it, because apparently it's too OP, even though everybody can do it if they just do it correctly. Wild to me. Free my boy. I think last year as well, when I was actually winning races, the majority of the races I ended up winning were just coming from getting the whole shot. Try something else as well. I feel like I'm gonna go into the whoops and wad myself straight away on this because it's even stiffer than the Suzuki is. We can give it a go. To be fair, I could make that video and say, just call it like how to whole shot every time in MX Bikes, and then just completely destroy every online lobby ever because everyone will be doing it. Then I wonder, it might force Boboso to fix some stuff because it's very unrealistic. I reckon that could be quite funny. Oh my god. Engine braking doesn't exist on this thing. Oh my god. Right, this is going to be interesting to see how this gets through here. Why does that work, but it couldn't go through the whoops last round? Oh, I don't get it. Oh, Jesus, the KTM feels like a tank in some of these corners. Really doesn't want to turn. On the brakes. Turn! God damn it! He just wants to push like really deep into the corner. Yeah, it's just I play the game with shift help on, so I don't utilise the quick shift at all. Because the quick shift only works going up the gears, not down them. And you'll notice in the air, I tend to shift up and down a lot whilst on the limiter, just because of how I used to play Sim. So it's probably about a combined 8,000 hours total in my brain of playing games like that. So to try and turn that off really messes with me. Yeah, that's enough KTM for me. Oh, feels like a tank. No CS. I need to do a video after the mains ready for tomorrow because I only had stuff recorded up to today. I've not got anything set for tomorrow yet. No, I kind of feel like being different today, but I've tried the gas and it's absolute booty cheeks. Tried the Cowie and it just feels far too light and unstable. ATM feels too stiff and doesn't want to turn. Suzuki just feels meh all round. Honda wants to backflip every time you try pulling away, but then at the same time doesn't feel fast, which makes zero sense. Like it's got 100% acceleration and no top speed. I've just got random set. That's not right. Minus half a turn. Is that illegal? I mean, try running it. I'm signed up for it, Neo. It all depends on how awake I feel at the time. We shall see. We'll see if I want to do it. Depends how I feel about the track as well, because I'm really not vibing with it so far. Not the one that I'm doing particularly well on. Oh my Christ. Oh my Christ. Oh, that setup's not the one. Have we got anything else I could try and copy over? Oh, here we go. How's this different? Oh no, it is different. Okay. Let's try out a few things, why not? Knowing that whoops make or break the track for me. Oh, that felt quite good. That felt pretty damn solid. I'm hoping that's not just a luck thing, not a placebo. Let's try it again. Have a good stream, Mr. Doc. Hope all goes well for you, sir. Last one of the year, and then you can have a rest on Fridays. 2 weeks until outdoors starts. Oh no, it was luck. The front end on these bikes are actually woeful. Oh, I'm just going to stick to the Yamaha, boys. It's really not worth getting a high blood pressure over bikes that feel cheeks. I've got a gas one, yeah. Well, I copied it from Exhibit, and I'm guessing that Exhibit got it from Skills because it's called Skills Setup. I'd love to use the TM as well. The TM feels rapid in a straight line. Actually, try this. I mean, we could try and make it a bit exciting. We could try... Oh, actually, hang on. The heat's up. Heat race are up. Yeah, you know what? Let's go in raw on the TM. We'll ride the TM, and then we'll hopefully go to the LCQ. And if we do go to the LCQ, I'll ride the Yamaha for that. Because why not? We live life on the edge of it. I don't even know if I've got setups for this at all. Oh, TM race setup. Oh, okay. What was the round that I won? I was messing with setups. Oh, that looks hella soft. Let's put 4.2 in because that's what I'd run for the race. So this is probably going to go horrifically. Last time I rode a TM was in Moto 3, or main event 3, of one of the Triple Crown races. I done it for NA, and I got dead last. Like, fully last place. So it should be interesting. Especially as I can get no practice either. I'm just... you can't ride on the track before races on this. I think Mr. 777 hasn't got the memo on that. Eurus. To be fair, easy mistake to make. It's weird, you can do it on GPs, can't do it on Supercross, and yeah, it's odd. You know what, Ian? I genuinely not sure how I feel about TFC tracks for Ariel. But all of my opinions are based on what we currently have. And I feel like there's no way he makes them the same for the actual racing. I feel like people like Stone Rider and people involved in it all would tell him that they need to be more difficult and rougher. So I can't say much until we get to round 1, if I'm honest. I'm hoping the road isn't quite as brutal as it is on the current tracks, because they just get so gnarly. You have to just stand up everywhere in all the corners, or you get weird, funky physics. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. They're pretty. I don't want them to be as wide open as the current tracks are. Those sort of tracks really don't suit my style at all. Oh, well done, mate. You finally made one. I was saying to Charlie earlier as well, I think this last round is probably his best chance of getting in. I didn't actually pay attention to see if he made it or not. I've not got it open. Oh, my MXB. Let's have a look at qualifier. Lineups, times and groups. Move you over here. Salt Lake. Heat races. So I actually ended up. That's pretty mad. 50.1, 51. So I was 1.7 seconds off, which is a lot in Supercross, and I still qualified 5th. Find Cam, Dylan, Adam, and Skills. That's not too bad. Is Hurl's just... Okay, yeah, Hurl's got the championship and he's pieced the scene. So Hurl's isn't racing today. Didn't notice that, it's good to know. Right, let's move this back over here. Minimise that. This. 0.4 off, oh that's peak. On the bright side, Charlie, you can now just focus on outdoors. And for anyone that does want to do outdoors, I'm not sure if your classes are all set in stone yet, but my honest advice is if you want an easy way of qualifying in to do 450s, I think 250s is going to be so stacked. Oh, hello Zoa, you doing alright? So we'll see how this goes. I can't imagine that I get through the whoops on the TM because I struggled normally. So if I'm going to be a naughty boy real quick. I'm going to go on the track and hit the whoop section once just before it starts. Let's see how painful this is. Never mind. That went really well. Oh god, that might be like it was on the Fantic though, where it just goes well once and that's it. I need to choose gate as well. Quickly. Yeah, something like that. Sure, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. Be Gucci. It's a roller coaster here, Frizzy. I'm not actually done a lap on the TM yet. I just chose it as the servers went up. So, well, basically, in the back of my mind, how this goes is if I get top 9, sick. I don't get top 9, additional content because we go to the LCQ. So W, I guess. Stone, you saw nothing. That was it was a glitch. I'm lagging. Didn't mean to go on the track. I do like the TM's model though. It's a nice model. It's like I don't think it looks super skinny compared to the other bikes. At least I do. I mean, especially compared to like the RM and the Cowie. The Cowie feels huge in first person. And the KTM's handlebars feel like super wide, so yeah, TM feels tiny. I think that's pretty damn good, Zoa, but I do always take that with a pinch of salt when it comes to the sim guys, because I think people that played sim a lot previously find it so easy to pick this game up. I think it just transfers over. It's like once you've played sim so much, you understand how to get fast at games, you know what to look out for and how the bike reacts. I never noticed that before. Look at, you can't see it because, look at my input overlay at the bottom middle of my screen. See the blue bar for the clutch? I have auto clutch on, so it's meant to be pulled in completely, but it's like, it's barely in. Like if I actually hold clutch down, it fully fills up. When I let go of clutch, it goes in again. That's something I've generally never noticed before. Right, let's see how this goes. Probably going to backflip out the gate because this thing loves lifting the front wheel. Oh, yeah, exactly like that. We're just going to let everybody go on the inside. We're going to go into this corner nice and slowly. God, probably should have hit this starter one. Well, yeah, let's. Did not expect someone to triple over there. I thought we were just going on off. Right, let's get going again. Jesus Christ, I've just seen people are pinballing all over the place. So, best case scenario, we make it through the heat. Worst case scenario, we get some more content by going to the LCQ. Win-win. And hopefully people just keep jumping into each other because it makes my life a hell of a lot easier. My lordy. Good luck getting over the triple there, Junior. God, this bike feels super unstable. Just leaning forward so much as well because it loves getting up on the back wheel. Please don't turn right, skills. Thank you. Oh, love that. Love that. God. We're in a transfer spot though. So that's a W. See if we can get through the whoops twice in a row. Oh, look at that. Lovely. I feel so it's kind of weird how different bikes handle. So even though the front end is dropping into the whoops here, it doesn't instantly yank your handlebars to the side and make you crash or make you steer left or right like it does on other bikes. It just keeps ploughing forwards, which I really don't get. So in a way it's in a way it's bad in the whoops, but it's also good in the whoops because it just manages to get through it somehow. Not the best under braking though. I would jump to the inside there, but you know, Skills is gonna just go for it regardless every time. Oh. Okay. Like basically the only thing the TM does well now is the whoops and nowhere else, and then oh god. Oh, I tell you what, I probably shouldn't have said anything about it yanking my bars to the side if the front end dips down. We are still in a spot though. We're still making it for now. Thank God it's the last race of the season, so nobody's actually showing up. Probably not going to use this bike for the main event, if I'm honest. In terms of overall power, the TM actually feels nuts. But yes, the you need the full package when you're playing this game, and I think that's why everybody runs the Yami. Bad FPS again. We are in E6. I'll take that. Lovely stuff. And why does the back end come out there? I'm in third gear, bogging it, barely leaning over, and it just slides me up. Swimwood car was a long way behind me. I have no idea how he stopped there and pulled away again. As he got bored for a lap. Get out of the barrels. It's 2 laps in a row. What are people doing? Like, it's actually painful. That allows so many people can just not jump straight next to each other. Keep it on the track, keep it on the track. Oh.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Jesus, the road in these corners. Stoney, I don't know if you're still in the stream, but the road, this new road in some of these corners, it's just an L. Some of the corners it works really well for. You get a really good rut going through it, and others it just turns into just rough chop, that it doesn't form a line. And I think because the rut is so skinny that people don't kind of follow it, so it doesn't develop. Not the biggest of fan. There's some corners, so like the 90 before the whoops, it's like really good, really enjoy it. But the 180s, it seems to struggle on a bit. Like this corner here, really nice. You see it's dug down, people are taking the same line. Get to the 180s, and there's no defined line there at all. It just makes the back tyre just kind of skip across the top of everything. Especially when you've got a bloody triple like that, you've got to hit out the corner because there's no other line. Somehow I'm only 10 seconds off the lead right now, and this has probably been like the worst heat in terms of just speed of my life. I think we can write the TM off though. I mean, we tried a few things the last 2 rounds. We tried the Cowie, which I didn't really like. Tried the Suzuki, which felt fine on one track, but doesn't feel too bueno around here. TM is just average. I don't like how it handles in the corners, but it actually gets me through the whoops, although I'm about to crash here. Yep. God forbid I try and straighten my bike up manually. Beats me over to the other side because of the virtual rider in this game. But it doesn't matter. We're making it through. It's fine. I could try a 350, to be fair. There was a period of time where I was really enjoying the Husky 350, and I can't remember why I stopped using it. There's probably a track that had like a massive quad line or something that I just couldn't get on it. We'll do a little bit of testing in between the heats and the main whilst we wait for the LCQs to be done and the 250 main event. Do a little bit of experimenting. I think the word of the day is uncomfortable. In a weird way, I never thought that I'd be excited for outdoors. I always consider myself as more of a Supercross person, but I'm guessing it's just because the series is so long that I'm just super excited to be away from it. And I don't know how many people watched the video I done the other day with Charlie, like the 50-minute long one. I'm kind of liking outdoors at the moment. It's nice. It's fun. There'll probably be a different story when it comes to like the super rough pro tracks, because I have just been playing the smooth TFC tracks at the moment. But hopefully we should have some decent settings and OEM updates possibly by that point. Right, let's get off this TM. As much as I love the look, it's not a bit of me. Let's try, and a few people mentioning the old Husky 350. Let's give this a go. I don't think I have any setups at all for this bike. This looks lit, by the way. I mean, I've got a bike setup. I just don't know if I've got a suspension setup. Let's try it. Let's give it a go. There's no jumps on this track that you particularly need a crap load of power for. Yeah, bike actually looks really nice. W Mr. McChicken there. Let me check. Do I have any setups on any of these tracks? I know I've definitely used it at some point. Oh, I do. I have. It's just the one. Yeah, it is. Okay. AWD. AWD's nuts. Hooray! Tyres, yes. Good. Gucci. Is this stock? Oh no, it's not stock. It's changed ever so slightly. Aggressive. Cool. Yeah, okay. Right. Here we go. Only annoying thing with these Huskies is how low down the camera is. I'm going to move it back up a bit, because if I'm like sat back and leant back, you can't even see the front fender. It's like so far back. Alright, let's give this bad boy a go then. See how she feels. The only thing that I don't like about the TFC soil, Ian, is how he mixes soil types together depending on what speed he wants you to go. A very, very good example is his Budds Creek, is you'll randomly hit bits of sand traction when like the terrain doesn't change at all. And I think the sole reason is he wants you to slow down, so that's the way of forcing you to slow down, is by adding a different soil type. Which is just an L for me, because it really messes with your consistency. So to try and put into example on Budds Creek, you know basically where you spawn in the pits, you get onto the track, you ride down that hill and you hook a right-hander, basically where you join onto the start straight, left-hander. Just as you get into that right-hander, it changes from, I think, normal soft soil, which has loads of grip, to sand. And just as it changes to sand, it also gets like quite sharp bumps going around the corner. So you'll go from having loads and loads of traction to suddenly breakdancing and doing a 180, because there's no visual cue for it, and the only reason you know is through the bad audio in this game, where sand traction sounds different to the rest. So that's the only way I was able to work it out. But I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather it just be consistent across the board, so I know what I'm getting. Or if there is going to be changes like that, make it visual as well, like so I know that the terrain is changing underneath me. Yeah, I'm not sure about Husky 350 through these whoops, boys. Yeah, honestly, it's fine everywhere, which I think is a bit of a recurring theme today, is the bikes feel fine everywhere, except for the whoops. And, I mean, IRL, the pros set their bikes up for the whoops, and then just make do everywhere else. So I just need to choose the bike that's going to give me the best run through them. Oh, well, that's going to give me cuts, that's not going to count. Tried the Fantic earlier, Robert, just didn't go through the whoops too well. What else could we do? I feel like the gas is just booty cheeks, but we'll give it a go. You can tell like it's the bike I've used the least just based on what setup I have in terms of gear. I imagine if I'm struggling to get through the whoops this much today on the 450s, then the 250s must be struggling quite hard. Points are all wrapped up, Jacob. I've actually got second place already. Like Hurls isn't showing up this week because he won it last round. And have I got a set up at all? I've got XX. Where's the third X? Where's Mr. Tentacion? That's not got a setup. Oh, was it outdoors that I tried this on rather than indoors? I feel like I've used it on a JV track. Did. That's literally default as well. What track did I try it on? Is it TFC, maybe? No. I definitely tried track. Oh, this one? There we go. That's different. Let's try this. This is an outdoor setup, but I mean, should that mean that it gets through the whoops okay? Maybe? Question mark. Oh, it's got very short gearing. Might have to change that. It's got dog shit traction. What was that? Oh my god. Oh, this is awful. Have I got the right tyres on it? What's going on? No, I haven't. I've got sand tyres on. That'll be why. I was about to say, it feels like the bike's not moving. What's going on? Jesus. Oh no, I've just then I look across the chat and see everyone saying sand tyres. Oh, I'm such an L. Wouldn't think I play this game for a living, would you? I mean, it's still absolute garbage in the whoops. I don't have to explain it. It's just like the back end. It doesn't feel like the back end's actually hitting any whoops. It doesn't absorb it at all, so it just kicks you straight forwards. Brakes aren't ideal. Doesn't want to turn either. Rub-a-dub-dub. I think I would generally have more fun getting around the track on the 252 stroke today than these bikes. Unfortunately, we cannot ride the 252 strokes in the series. The bike doesn't turn at all. And doesn't go, okay, yeah, you know what. Every bike is an L, that's why we stick to blue. Just for the memes. Just for the memes. Because the Fantic 252 stroke is incredible. I'm going to die in the whoops. I'm going to throw that out there. The whoops are going to be a bit of an L, but we'll try our best. Now, I don't have any suspension setups on this, but can copy. I think I played it on Trentino. Yeah. 0.5. Wish we had different bar pads for these. I hate the standard Fantic bar pads. Oh, beautiful. Stony, please. Let me ride this. I beg. Just for the memes. Oh! Oh, front end almost said no. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's not quite got that bottom end like the 450s do.
Hi, welcome
Get
to
you up and over
Chili's.
the triples. Oh my god, the front end? What's going on? I feel like it's fine on a flat track, and then as soon as it gets rough, the front end's going to be all over the place because it's pretty damn loose. Oh lord. I forget how light these bikes are. I'm going to start overturning in all the corners. Like that. This is what I mean. I have got the tiniest of ruts in that corner. And the bike just says no. It make no sense. Make it make sense. Yeah, this bike around Trentino, by the way, probably the most fun combo in the game. Oh god, hang on. I'm gonna message Stone wrong. See what he says. Slid in the DMs. How long until the race? That's a good question. Let me quickly see where Reaper Doc's stream is at. Because we just have to go through the LCQs and main. So we've got 3.5 minutes left of the LCQ, and then we've got about 20-25 minutes for the 250 main to get like loaded, everybody in and race. That was a wild takeout. Jesus.
Went for a crankbase front tire, gave her the old swipe there. Reese is out front, Urus, Cheney, and now Bear is on that final transfer spot here.
Reese, looks like Reese is making it through. That's a W. Alpha in a bit of an L. Alpha, hang on.
Heavy hitters here.
I thought Alpha was anti YZF, and he's on. He's on it. What's going on? Yeah, Reaper streams it from like a commentator's perspective, and then I just do it from an onboard perspective. So it depends on whatever you want to watch. If you want to see everybody, definitely watch Reaper. If you want to see my POV, then watch my stream.
Gone down now, so Crankbait closing in. I don't know. I was thinking about Bear, and then I said Panda.
Anybody else in this that should be making it through?
Urus closing in on Bear.
Maybe. Oh, Wes is in this. Ginger's in this. Alpha's in this.
Bear and Urus are in transfer spots. That's not true either. Cheney's down.
I think that was Wes that just thwarted himself.
Alright, so.
Oh, actually, no, it might have been Crankbait. I just saw Race Motor. Trying to think who's on it.
I think there are pandas at this point.
I genuinely don't know, Bartosz, if I'm honest. I don't know what the plan is to do with the tracks. I don't know if they'd release them for free. I reckon they'd probably just put them up at a discounted price.
Much love, buddy. You have a good day. Reese is gone, boys.
Oh, no worries, HQTs.
Reese is gone.
Catch you later, man.
Reese here in second. It's got. This is second and third. There's fourth. Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
was trying to work out,
Urus
Maddo,
in a
if
really
going
good
over
spot
or
here as I
going
saw
on
someone
was
just
quicker.
go over the berm.
It's a bit of a weird one because
How is Jamie went over the
when you
berm?
step over,
These guys are
the
in a
next
really good
thing you need to
spot
do is go triple double. However, that triple is actually a bit of a
Rainey goes over the
stretch.
berm. Look at Wes moving
So you
up
do have to
there.
downside the over
All right,
pretty
can Wes
smoothly.
keep the move
Whereas I
here?
feel if you go on off, it gives you a bit
Get
more
around. No,
room
Wes
for
did
error.
go over the berm. That's mad on force for Wes. All right, so the gap is pretty severe. I shan't lie with you. This is third and fourth. These guys are going at it. What's up, Jay? Thanks for that stuff, buddy. I appreciate you so much. These guys are going at it right now.
I just use a PlayStation 4 controller.
These guys need to be careful.
There was a period of time when I played Sim where I used Xbox, and then my Xbox One broke, and I just had a PlayStation 1 laying around, so I used that. I really don't think it makes a difference at all.
Kind of bring it home, you know what I mean?
I think the only thing that might matter, depending on how you play, is maybe you'll be someone that benefits from having like a scuff controller with paddles on the back. Whereas I play Claw, I can just use a normal one because I've got like extra fingers basically. I've never used a PlayStation 5 controller. For this game at least. I used one once before. My old place that I worked at had a PlayStation 5 in the break room. So I'd played like FIFA and Rocket League on it before, and it feels fine, honestly. I'm not sure. I don't think the adaptive triggers work at all on this game.
The MX series.
It's all personal preference. You can be fast on absolutely anything on this game. Just depends what you put the time into.
Where is Frankie? Leon to RD or no? That's up to the people in charge of RD.
It's hard to explain. Like, can I do Claw Rip? Because if I don't get. So I play exactly like this. My left hand is normal, and then my right hand has the index finger hooked over. So my changing gear buttons, I change up with triangle, down with square. So that allows me to accelerate with my index finger, turn and sit with my thumb, and change gear all at the same time. And then this hand's just normal. I don't play claw on both hands, just the one. So if you're someone that can't play games like this, and you use your index finger for throttle rather than your middle finger, you would benefit with having paddles on the back of the controller. Yeah, that is the only bad thing, Frizzy, especially when you go outdoors and you've got two like 35-minute motos. Oddly enough, the cramp comes from your little finger on the right hand and the left hand, because where your finger's like wrapped around so much, it just causes your little finger to be in a weird position. So it's not even the index finger that cramps at all. It's all in the on the back side.
How dare he? El Reese. El Reese, that's on Reese. Find the bike in here? Alright, boys, so it looks like our top four there. Can't find the bike.
So we had Reese, Bear, Cheney, and Yoras making that in. Big dub skis. Right, we're gonna hide that, and we're gonna do some more laps. I'm gonna spin some laps. I've just literally clicked load OBS by mistake. Hang on. You wait for that to load so I can close it. Remind me later. Close. Don't need to be getting less FPS than I already do. My clutch is on my circle button here. So obviously I never use it other than the start, so I don't mind it being in a bit of a weird spot. Bottom end of the two-stroke doesn't like trying to step off of that table. Let's try stepping over. Hurrah. We jump around here from here. Oh, I was close. Nice. It's not the game for it. You don't need to be popping the clutch on this game at all. I think all that does is promotes your back end slide now, and on this game you want to keep perfect one-to-one traction with the ground. As soon as your back end starts slipping or sliding, it's usually game over. Oh my god, look at that! Jeez! Remember, like back in the day, if I was playing MXO ATV Alive, for example, games like that, where you had clutch boost, I'd just be abusing the clutch absolutely everywhere. But you know, on games like this and MX Simulator as well, just very rarely touch the clutch out of corners. It's more about keeping your momentum on this game. If it was more realistic and you could go into corners, lock up the back end to spin it round, and then dump the clutch and go again, then I would. I might change buttons if that was the case. Notice that my voice is going again. I always have this on the streams where I get back from being away, because I just sit in my car and sing for like 4 hours straight. Right, the brake on this bike is actually nuts. Like, I don't think any bike has such a strong front brake than this. And I have anti-lock brakes on as well, or brake help. So in regards to track they are, Shadow Laser, I'm in a bit of a weird spot with it. I'm not really a big fan at the moment of how the game feels. Early days it felt quite good, it felt quite natural and flowy in the air and turning. But as of late, it feels like a lot of time there's these unnatural forces telling you what to do in the air. Sounds a bit conspiracy theory-ish, but yeah, the flow of the game feels a little bit off to me right now, so it's just on the back burner and I'm just seeing what direction it's heading in. If it gets back to like feeling really good again, I've got no issue hopping on and trying to spin some more laps, but for right now I'm just not really enjoying it too much. It's bad that the most fun that I've had so far today is on this bike. To be fair, this bike will be absolutely fine on the flat. Like the first couple of laps of the race, it'll be beautiful. And then as soon as we start getting a little bit deep into the road, I don't know if it's just a two-stroke thing in general at the moment, or if it's the Fantic in particular, but the front end on this bike gets so twitchy in the rough, it's unreal. It's like the faster you go on this bike, the better. As soon as you try slowing down, that's when it gets a bit more difficult. Oh, keep it together, keep it together. Hold on to her. I might experiment with gears, because weirdly enough, third gear on this actually feels pretty good coming out the corners. It picks up quite quickly. I use audio quite a lot in this game for gearing on when I should be shifting and whatnot, and I just don't have that much knowledge yet on these odd sounding 252 strokes on where you need to be in the rev range. Yeah, to my knowledge, the two strokes aren't allowed. Might see if I put a special request in with Stony and see what happens, but just riding it for a bit of fun at the moment. And in a weird way, it's the best I've got around the track so far today. So, oh god, not the whips though. The whips can go away. I suppose it's a good thing, in a weird way, that the championship's done, because we just get to enjoy this last round for what it's worth. Enjoy it as much as possible. Oh god, front end. That's what I mean, it's only me that's been riding around the track so far, and I'm already starting to get some weird front end knifing issues. I'll try and set a decent lap. 52.9 is my best so far, which is really not good. That rim section's actually quite difficult to get on this bike. Got downside things pretty damn good. We're up. Oh, 52.0, that's not too bad. It's like, it's second off of my Yamaha 450 time. What's the inside like going into these whoops? I imagine it's quite difficult. Yeah, just don't get much speed going into them. I imagine that would cause some weird and wonderful front end issues halfway through. No, this isn't sound mod, this is just the stock sound with the OEM bikes. I think the bike sounds sexy everywhere except on the rev limiter in the air. That bit in the air. When you're on the ground though, it sounds really good. Oh god. I could tell the second I came out of that corner and I hooked slightly too far to the right, it was game over through them whoops. I always find it quite difficult to time these 90s when you're going off of a berm rather than just apexing it. So easy to oversteer. Just seeing if anything different would be going on. What are we looking like in terms of 250 main events? Oh, it's going. My bad. My bad, pimp. Not seen any of the 250s around here yet, so interesting to see how this goes.
Casanova, Rax, all getting that
250 looks like a hell of a stretch.
Finn makes a little mistake. It's going to lie.
Oh my god, I just saw Finn sit down. What's
going
on?
The creation team goes down.
A man never sits down.
This guy out front, Bubba barking. Got some riders off the track there. Panda moving up here.
Capybara.
Sitting in that, looks like
Big P10 for the capybara.
5th place position. But it does look like it is
A rider in the 250s again.
Rax, Isaac, Barreto, these guys kind of ride on top of each other.
Oh god, yeah, 250s through those whoops looks pretty damn brutal.
Neon holding down the 7th place as well as Rax goes over the berm.
Rax just got yeeted by Isaac's. They're probably ping.
A few riders to get by. Isaac now up to that.
Guarantee on Isaac's screen he didn't go anywhere near him, but MX Bike's netcode be like.
In with Barreto here, whose kid always is looking.
Well, that A-style gear is pretty fire.
Meanwhile, Casanova.
I do like the A-style gear this year, it's very nice.
2 for 20 at Gapplebee's. That's your daily Gapplebee's joke from the Donkey Walkie.
Oh, or Madman hitting the double like this in the race.
All over the back of Isaac here, though.
Wonder if that double was easier to pull off on the 250 just because of the traction. More so landing it and then actually hitting it. Like the turning after it seems to be a bit hard to do on the 450 sometimes, trying to get stopped for the corner. Oh my god.
Barreto, here's the battle for 2nd place.
I feel like that looks a lot sketchier than it actually is because Brado's from Australia as well, so the ping's probably all over the place.
Panda moving up through. I just saw somebody went over the berm right there. That's a rip, Lawson. That's all right.
I'm going to do a really long stream lightsaber on Sunday. We'll do one. We'll do public lobbies all day Sunday.
Looks like Barreto made some moves there.
But not today. I need to, as soon as this is all done, I need to make a video ready for tomorrow.
It says 3rd place.
Well, I don't know what to do on actually. I don't know if there's been any new tracks come out whilst I've been gone.
I have no idea how that's even possible.
I think Ryder's doing 450 for NA. I think he's just been having fun in 250s for EU.
In the 2nd position. Meanwhile, Casanova on the Element Designs Co. Absolutely barking the video game gaming course right now. Look at the E already, holy monkey! Oh, doing everything.
That's a hell of a stretch.
That triple. That was a W. That was W from Mr. Cass getting over that here. But
yeah, that's weird seeing Panda on a Honda. That man's
Come on,
Yamaha
watch
through and
right
through.
now, Panda migration teams all over the Element Designs. Is that a new Element Designs rider, or am I just now?
That's in Neon.
Wait,
Okay.
guys, when did I take
Neon's
on
been
Element
about a while.
Designs?
To my knowledge, he
Is
does
that new?
grind.
That's new, isn't it?
It doesn't surprise
Well,
me when I
mine's
see
like
people
totally out of
starting to
touch.
get decent
What's up,
results.
Sullivan?
People put in the work, they put in the time.
Like 3 weeks ago? W-Dog. Alpha, I pay attention, okay? I pay attention. Don't hate. I pay attention. That's a W pickup for the Element.
I think I done a stock MSM race not that long ago, Shadow. I done one on Fraz's track. What's it called? One in Scotland.
Well, too, man. The E-Road already kicking in. We're 10
It's gonna annoy me now. I can't think of the name off the top of my head.
Holy. Casanova out.
It's made by Kevin Fwailer.
In front, putting the bark down.
They're pretty fun. They're very weird in terms of suspension. They're super soft and bouncy. I feel like if you hit a bump, you just get like heated. But yeah, the traction itself's pretty damn good.
Closing in on the riders in front of him. That's Rax right there. Who makes a little mistake. I think that's gonna allow
There's probably a very good chance, Shadow, that we can do that on Sunday as well. Like on the stream when it's easy to fill up lobbies.
Let's go back up
Yeah, Drum
here
Cog.
to the
You're
second
correct,
place
Frizzy. That's the
battle.
one.
I'm good, Mr. Matthew. I'm going out of town.
I'm still
tomorrow.
undecided, young Nasser, on
Isaac's
what
gonna make
bike
a
I want to
mistake.
run.
Panda's gonna get around for
I'm sure
second place.
I'll find out last minute or make a change
Guys,
last
this
minute.
is a proof what Vibes can do. Panda told me he's feeling very good today. Let's see if Panda on the Meat Creation team, the third person rider, can close in on Casanova, on who's a first person rider. He said poor Ricky. Hey, bro, Ricky did it to himself. Casanova absolutely weaving those two. Thank you for the tier 2 Martian and the subscription from Mad Dowie.
W Martian popping off.
I said it wrong. I'm sorry.
Oh,
but
I mean, I kind of have to like it now that I've scrolled down, don't I?
Oh, we got Matt here with another tier 2. I love you guys. Thank
Big
you guys
Hoss.
so much.
Big Hoss and Martian.
Casanova's gonna go
Oh my
down.
lord, Cass is getting all kinds of wavy.
W guys. Thank you guys so much, man.
And Mad was, jeez, everyone's popping off of Mr. Reaper Dog.
Where is Panda and all this? Panda not close
I've
enough
not
to
tried the
make
Honda since,
capitalize
I think it was
on the
2 rounds
mistakes
ago. Tantalicious?
from
Tantalicus? I was about to say, I don't think
What
that's licious.
else is happening on the
Um,
racing video game
Just
course?
not a fan. Not a fan.
Oh,
The Honda
my
feels very, very
Rush
good at the
almost
bottom end,
gave me a
but it
heart
makes it a
attack.
little bit too sketchy sometimes.
Here is Ryder
Very hard to hold on to.
sitting kind of quietly here.
Oh.
Jumps off the side of the track. Man,
I respect still going for the triple.
Holy.
Oh my.
Right behind.
Hold on to her,
Brado, makes
Ryder.
A little mistake.
Oh lord.
Brado takes a long look over his shoulder.
The MSM, Lewis, is just the stock bikes that come
I
with the
love you,
game,
buddy. Thank
not
you
the
so much,
OEMs that you
man. I don't know
download.
why text to speech didn't work, but I love you.
So just the
Thank you.
Poboso bikes.
Guys, Panda now within 5 seconds or so, just under 6 seconds.
I think the Husky's pretty slept on, I
of
think,
the
in terms of
leader,
outdoors.
Casanova. There
If
you
someone
see
can spend the
Casanova
time to get a
going
good
across
suspension on it as well,
the
because
other
sometimes it
lane.
feels a little bit too on the stiff side. But it feels really powerful. It does feel good.
Takes a little bit more time out of that lead, just a few tenths. So Panda's absolutely flying right now. Got some lap riders though already. The track is getting very, very brutal.
And Panda get a dubski.
7 minutes left.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Oh man.
He already won a race this year, so we can't
Casanova's gonna
congratulate
reset
him on
that
getting his
lead
first
just a
W
little
anymore.
bit.
The one that eluded him for so long.
It looks like, where is Rax in all this right now? Rax is sitting in that 4th position. Only a few seconds behind Isaac. Is this a chip? The chip has already been wrapped up. Cam on the Ace Moto team got the chip. Got Valentin Ledoux on the old gas there. Love to see that. Panda now within 4 seconds. Let's check out lap times here. Last lap is a 54.1 from our boy Panda. Casanova did a 55.
To be fair, the speed that
Casanova
these
makes
guys go
another
around the track
mistake,
consistently on a 250 is pretty wild.
and it has to roll that. And there goes Panda. So now we have the riders right on top of each other. Cass gets right into the back of Cole. This is a battle for the lead.
Panda versus Cass. You know what? I don't mind
looks
if either of these two
Panda
win.
make a little mistake
Oh,
there.
hold on to it.
Cass makes a mistake.
Going for
They are
that double
side by
line in the
side
main
now.
event
Look,
is
Jesse,
pretty
no
wild.
danger to these cameras, bro. These cameras bark, Jesse. Yo, these are so good, bro.
I feel like
Let's
the
go,
KTM will
man.
be
Don't do
fine
that.
outdoors
Oh,
at the
man, I hope
moment
you get it. I
on
hope
the
you get it.
smoother
Good job,
tracks.
brother. I'm rooting for
I
you.
feel like as soon as you put it on
Go
something
for
that's a
it.
bit rougher, I just feel like it will struggle.
Much deserved.
I don't know if Panda's just absolutely munching the whoops or if they're getting easier as it goes on. I'm hoping that they're the sort of whoops that just get broken down and get easier as the race goes on. Because I need it. I'm struggling so much in them today.
They're in a ton of lap traffic. People going down left and right. I think this track itself is pretty difficult on a 250. And then the real deep E-road is just making it even more challenging. A lot of these guys not prepared. Casanova makes a mistake. Panda's gonna triple by, but Panda's gonna get into a tough block, and it's gonna go down. That's highly unfortunate for Panda. With 5 minutes left, is Panda going to be able to make a charge
I think
now? Let's see how many
the two reasons that these whoops are difficult. One is the very, very limited run up going into them, like it's straight out of a 90. And then the other one is we've only got one like preparation whoop. So usually we have two where it slowly increases in height to get your bike settled to skim across the top of them. We've only got one today, so as soon as you hit that second whoop, which is normal size, it gives you a bit of a weird kick, just steals your momentum away.
Let's lock in with our leader here and watch him.
Oh, that triple's brutal on these 250s.
Lappers. Is he going to be able to?
A lot of element design boys out here today.
That is his teammate there.
In first, third, and fourth, I believe. My first. Oh,
is Casanova gonna be?
It's all over the place. Never mind.
Almost goes down. Now extending his lead to 8 seconds.
Capybara.
I think Panda may have gone down again.
God damn it, Panda! Why are you hitting the choke button? You could have got another Dubsky.
Looks like Ryder, off the track Ryder, might be closing in on Neon. You can see Neon up ahead of him just a little bit. Guys, this is a privateer right here, Neon. I'd like to shed a little light on Mr. Neon. If you guys are looking for someone on your team, this is a top qual, second place in the heat, and now running in, I believe, a top 5 position here. Could be a W pickup for anybody. Something's clicked with Cass. Yeah, man, Cass has really been doing well.
That's probably what I'm going to look like in the whoops all through this main event. Messing up the corner and then getting an L run through.
Another privateer? You? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think I probably agree with that, Sherbs.
Neon's going to go down, but so is Barredo.
I love how since Reaper mentioned about Neon being a good pickup for teams, he's just started wadding himself. The commentator's curse is real.
Close in on Isaac at all.
How do people have teams in their names? Either just add it in through profile, or if you're on a team on the MyMXB website, it automatically adds your team name in.
Oh my.
So on MyMXB, I'm part of the McCreations team. I could, in public lobbies, have my name as like, Big Jiggly Booty 69. Yeah, when I load into a server like this for the aerial races, my name will be Lynn's McCreations.
Had a few bad luck races.
It does it automatically for these organised races. Same with your number as well.
Kept him out of the chip. Cam was able to be very, very consistent the whole season, even through a broken finger at times, in order to wrap up that championship.
We let's have a quick check to see if this 450 server's up.
Man, these guys are
Wake up. Well, I know I'm gonna be the man. ARL 450 main. Lovely. So yeah, I kept everybody waiting, but we are going to be riding the 2-stroke in the main event. So that'll be fun. Would go quite epic styling. Capybara. I'm also hoping that that fuel is enough to get me through. Maybe I'll put a bit more fuel in. I really don't know how the rate that these bikes burn fuel. To be fair, anyone riding this 500 in public lobbies is a bit of a menace. Hello, Mr. Ertz. How are you doing, sir? Now this is your time to get redemption after you got your cheeks clapped by this Fantic 252 stroke last time. Although I would argue that this track is probably a lot more difficult to go around on fast on this bike than Trentino is. It's fine. It's a bit of fun. Something different. Just need to see what the front end's like in flat corners. That was a pretty good example right there. Rip! Just easing on him. Oh! Whoa, Gasky, what's going on? This is outrageous. We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide. I know, it's happened. It's happened a few times this year for multiple people. Being done dirty. Last time I'll probably ever get to run the number one because I'm washed. You getting it stolen from me? Rip. Oh, I need to choose my gate. I went back to the pits to choose my gate and I just didn't do it. A minute. Oh, no, I'll stick with number 6. Why not? Run. What world do we live in, though, where I feel more comfortable on a Fantic 252 stroke than I do on any other 450 other than the Yamaha? Yeah, no, that's exactly the case. It's when you get put in manually, they can't... Oh, I think it just defaults you to number 1. It'd be like that. The system is not perfect, but it works. And who rides 2 strokes in Supercross these days? I know there's one other person that rides it other than what's his name? Mustache Man. I've almost got everybody in already. Loving the loading times. Stank dog, that's the word I was looking for. I think you can tell that I'm tired when my brain just stops working. Just words don't find their way into my brain anymore. Oh yeah, Jared Lachey, that's the one. Yeah, he made in at... Oh, what was one of the Speedway rounds? It wasn't Daytona. Is it Atlanta? Might be Atlanta. Atlanta Motor Speedway. Sounds about right. He was like the last person to make it in through the LCQ or something, wasn't he? Yeah. Jared has broads in Atlanta, or so I've heard. He's a complete defender. Credit guards and the scabbers. I feel like nobody notices, and then they see the 2-stroke coming past and like, hang on, what's going on here? Thank you, Meadow. I need all the luck I can get. We're going to try and treat it as a bit of fun. It should be fine. But I do want to... Oh, hang on, there's a TM. Who's on the TM? What? Bruh, Jam's on the 144. Love that from Jamski. Let's go say hello. Big number 69 as well. Wait, is the... I thought the 144 was in with the MX3 bikes. Or is it in with the 252 strokes? The MX1s? How quickly can you, how quickly can we press the throttle here? Hang on. Oh god. Wearing me out. Trigger finger. I think it's more when you're driving. I think it's the eyes that just get super tired more than anything. Let it chill. Oh, Cam's just left. Guarantee he's going to rejoin on the on a 2-stroke. No, he didn't. He rejoined on the 4-stroke. Maybe he just had a weird loading thing. I was naked in the pits at Atlanta. That is a wild statement, Adam. I'll see how it is. Steal my number and then kill me accidentally in the pits. Just asserting your dominance. I don't know how the front end's locked up this entire time, but it's just been pushed forwards. That... So, all I'm saying is if anybody gets legitimately beaten by jams on a TM144 in this race, it might be time to hang up the controller. Oh, that's the point. I didn't consider that my bike could probably blow up mid-race during this. I mean, if it blows up, it's an early bedtime. There's nothing wrong with that. Early trip to the pits. Rouge is pissed. He wanted to ride a 2-stroke all season, and then I've just put in a special request, and now we're allowed to ride him for the last one. He didn't know. Good scumbag here. Yeah, cheeky little Lins launch for the last race, since I've already got second place wrapped up. Even if I don't get points from this race. Oh, that one was sick. Going for ages. Big bike life guy. Oh, it must be 9:30. The chihuahuas are going off outside. Don't need a clock when I got them bad boys. Race time, boys. Oh, here we go. Oh, Arsenic is... There's 2 people sinking in, actually, so this isn't going to be the race. But I don't know why it takes people so long to sink in. Chances of me getting a good start are slim to none, so we'll see how this goes. Should have probably done... I mean, this might be a practice start, to be fair, because 2 people are sinking him. I don't know if I want to go 3rd gear flat out, or if I want to go 2nd gear flat out. Don't know how much I'm going to bog if I go in 3rd. Well, I mean, we'll try it. Let's see how we go. I'm going to treat it as if it is the race, because you never know. You know, flat out, 3rd gear. Yeah, that's not happening. Oh no, never mind. Got... Wait for Arsenic to join in. So third gear, not really the one. It just bogged a little bit too much off the start, so I'll just try second gear this time. Just spam the shit out of the clutch over and over again. I mean, it's just practice here. So if we go second gear, yeah, just spam the clutch a bunch of times. Just fine. It'll keep it down. Any of the 450 bikes are good for Nashville. It's a bit of a weird question though, Chromie. I think just whatever bike you've been running the rest of the season, you know? It's not like... Oh, the tracks aren't bike dependent. If you're on a 250, probably stick to the Honda. If you're on a 450, probably just stick to the Yamaha. Make life easier for yourself. Right, attempt numero dos. This road is going to make half the field. Oh yeah, by the way, Stone Rider has he snorted a certain substance before starting this. We have got literally one a road. This is going to be insane. Wait, bike's dirty. No, clean. Clean. Okay, good. I mean, it still looks dirty. Wait! I wasn't all the way over here last time. This is outrageous. Yeah, this is going to be one of them races that sounds fun going into it, but I'm probably going to want to forget about it very quickly. We got the L1, we got the TM144 to my left. Oh god, this is going to be wild. Yeah, it's not happening. How's that always happened to me, where bikes just suddenly come to a stop and then hook further left than they should do? I'm going to try to take my time and get fingered. Rob. And now we start the lovely fun game of trying to come through the pack in traffic. Oh, there you go. Alright, we're not in last. We're in about 5th to last. I see a yellow flag, which is no surprise going into these whoops. Oh, for God's sake. What's wrong, man? Just don't turn into people. Jump in to the inside. Hurry up. I just hate... Oh, God, now I'm not going to be able to go over this. I hate being done dirty by other people's mistakes, you know? It's so frustrating. But so far, from the start of this, I've generally done nothing wrong, just been hit twice. And Dad Shoes wants smoke. They're getting into everyone. This is why starts are very, very important in this game. Less drama that you have to deal with at the start of the race, the better. I'm gonna jump through these, no point trying to... Oh, take it. Oh god, that's... Bike didn't move forwards at all. Trying to get on that on-off with a lot of fuel in is a bit difficult. Oh, I just see Cham's crash in the distance. He's down horrendous as well. Right, we're gaining spots. Love that. Touch it. Yeah. I'm just throwing it out there as well. We are 100% getting laps this race. Actually, seems to get off my cheeks. But it's going to be one of them races where I think we're just going to go back and forth depending on who crashes. Oh my lord. That's a track entry. Oh my god. I thought I was going to come up short on it, not overjump it. I also think my best bet is just going to be to step over that all race rather than trying to go on off. Good news, whoops are getting easier as the main goes on, where they're getting dug down. Get so scared going into these whoops behind people, you just never know where bikes are going to end up. Oh. No! No! Oh! Hold on, dear. Bruh. Oh my god. Adam's just destroyed my spine. I've got to go over.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Doesn't matter how much I mess up that right-hander, I need to send the triple, because if I don't, I just don't go over the Supercross triple. There's no point trying to play it safe there at all. Oh! Okay, just front end things. Oh, it's going to ruin me here. I can't hit this triple now. Send it this time so I don't mess Adam up. God. Alright, it's getting hella sketch. A bunch of people in front of me, but I just don't know what's position and what's lappers. Try and not get the front end stuck on me again. we're over it. It's starting to get a little bit brutal now. The track's deteriorating in a hurry. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Roll that. I don't think I caused Adam to crash there. I feel like that was self-inflicted. I don't think he hit me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I love Erode in this game. Yeah, I feel like if I end up top 10 in on this bike, it's not a bad thing by any means. We're only halfway through the race. I feel like this race has been going on for so long. Definitely getting cuts this up. Yep, thought so. God. People getting sketchy. I really don't like getting in that rut because it's getting so deep, but I don't really have a choice. I need to hit it to get up and over the triple out the corner. Right in that flat corner. I think Junior that I just passed there behind me, he's actually for position. I had no idea. Oh, Cam's in front of me for position as well. What's going on? Oh my god. Not sure if Cam was trying to take Bear out there, or maybe they had a little bit of a get-together. I know Bear was not everyone's best friend after the last round. It seems like he got in the way of a lot of people as a lapper. The wall's getting a bit weird as well. There's just little ruts appearing on the takeoff. Didn't think that I'd be in P5, if I'm honest. Did I? Especially on this bad boy, but I suppose when you ride something that's a bit weird and stupid and different, it takes the pressure off. Oh my lord. I'll go for it, gotta send it. Oh. I get inside of the rough here. Just messes me up on the takeoff of the finish when I land in it. My Ken was twitching all over the place there. I'm very surprised I didn't go down. Ooh, hold on, dear.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Hello, Chili's. Welcome. Oh god. Oh my Jesus, how did I jump so far that low? Uh-oh, 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 hold on to her. Roll it. There's no way I was going to be able to clear that. Oh, that really messed me over. This. The Eurus. Yeah, the, not got the power to be stepping on and off of that tabletop, so I have to step over it. Oh, Jesus, that rough is getting wild. The fact that I'm battling for a potential P2 here on this bike after the start I had is pretty gross. Oh god. Yeah, this ain't gonna go well. I overturned a little bit too much in the rough. Yeah, hooked too far to the right coming out the corner. No, that didn't work. Trying to see if I can do anything different to try and survive a bit easier, but I feel like I kind of have to slot into these really deep ruts and pray. That's getting pretty brutal. I'm sure that YouTube compression doesn't do it justice. It probably all just looks like one blur. You're getting quite choppy, thin individual ruts. Right, let's try getting out of this rut. That was nicer. It's not like the most amazing run through the whoops in the world, but it's just a lot safer coming out the corner. Try and get out of this bad boy. Rob. Definitely think I made the best out of a bad situation for me today. Not vibing with the track too well, unsure what bike to ride. Hop on the two-stroke, have a bit of fun, and we're currently in P3. And only 3 seconds off of P2 as well, which is pretty wild. And only 17 seconds off of skills out in front. And I've had races this year on the Yami 450 trying my arse off, and I finished a minute behind. I am now in P2. Oh. Might be some cuts there again. I think if anything, cuts will do me dirty this race. Don't know how many Cam has, if he has any at all, but I think I've got at least 2 seconds. Only 9 seconds off the lead now. Oh, this is a dead. This is a big dead. Jesus Christ! There's no way. Did Cam survive that? How are these two people alive? The speed that they just got into each other is unreal. Oh, take care. Got a cinder, bud. Puppy stuff. This right here is actually really nice. Someone's just stranded from the top of that. Uh-oh. Boing. It makes you think, like, if I didn't have that absolutely horrendous start, how would this race have gone? Oh, I had to. Turn around for me. There we go. I think it's going to be looking like a P3 here. I don't know if we got 2 left to go or 1. I'm sure I'll find out in a sec when I cross the line. Because the time has expired. I'm guessing obviously skills have crossed it already. We got 2 to go. Okay. Need to hope for a mistake out of Cam. You can get a P2 in. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I'll get over this. Bear, I need you to get the fuck out of the way. You got moaned at last week by people for not moving for the leaders. Fair play, Cam's going for that. Go for this though. Oh, bruh. I didn't even want to go the outside there. I wanted to go on the inside rut. Front end just got stuck in the wrong rut. Knifed. That's looking like a P3. And this Cam has a nightmare. Everyone's given up taking this this outside now, by the looks of it. Oh my god, what's going on up here? Cannot see where the rut begins. There's so much of a roost everywhere. Ugh. This track is track's pretty brutal. Got a massive lead behind me, to be fair. Oh, actually, I think I could have actually ended up P2 there if I didn't crash, because Cam had more cuts than me. I just kind of threw it away at the end. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, P3 on the old 2 smoker. That's not too horrendous. Not too bad. 27 seconds behind. I think everyone struggled quite a lot on this track. I mean, look how deep these trenches are. Actually wild. I feel like YouTube doesn't do them much justice at all. That road was nuts. For real. That was awful. Holy shit. Bear, why come over the berm like you're in a rehab? That's just people moaning at Bear. Again, by the looks of it. Let's have a little fly around, see what the rough's like. This was horrible because it felt like super choppy. But you can see we've got like some sort of individual ruttage on the takeoff of the finish, and then same here as well. Like there's just glimpses of individual ruts. This was pretty brutal. So that last lap I tried, I think I went like here, and my front end just kind of crossed over and went off camber. Because this was the good line after a while. But yeah, this is far too deep. I mean, we're literally going under the bows. You can see how easy it is to not lean the bike over enough or lean it too much. Whips are actually pretty good. Pretty brutal in some spots. You can see that there are ruts going through them. The track didn't go too badly. It's just it was one of them again where you just end up logging laps. You know, there's no massive places to gain or lose time. As long as you're just getting around the track, it's pretty decent. This was the one that was giving grief, like trying to rail this without going too far over, and then you had to take off on. Sir, please get out of the way. So I can show off the rock. Thank you. Take off on this. Like, this is what I was having to hit because you couldn't move out of it by that point. You was too committed to it. So you see why my back wheel was getting all kinds of wild. But the service just ended. That's going to call an end to the stream, and I'm actually quite happy with how that turned out. Wasn't feeling good in qualifying or the heat race, so switch it up to the 2-stroke and probably have one of the more fun races of the year. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Thank you very much, Meadow, for the 14 South African round. And I may, emphasis on the may, see you guys in a couple of hours for NA. And I like how you boys always donate just about to bloody leave. Thank you very much again, McFlurry. Catch you guys in a couple of hours for NA. If not, I'll see you all on Sunday for the donate-a-thon. Hopefully it's a long one. Hopefully we get loads and loads of races done. I'll catch you guys next time. Love you all.